If you're doing email marketing on Klaviyo and you're not looking at your performance every single month, you are flying blind. You might know how much revenue came from a campaign last week, but do you know which flows are quietly leaking money? Or why your SMS list is shrinking while your email list grows? In this video, I'll show you guys a simple reporting process that you can run once a month that gives you complete clarity on your email and SMS performance. And this is the exact reporting system that we use for our 7- and 8-figure ecom clients. And the best part is that it takes less than 10 minutes to set up. So by the end of this video, you'll have a repeatable system that turns your Klaviyo data into revenue driving decisions for your brand. So with that being said, let's get started. Now, when it comes to reporting, the number one goal here is to make your reporting consistent, scalable, and actionable. So then you can start making decisions without guessing. Now on Klaviyo, you've probably seen there are literally thousands of numbers on your Klaviyo account, but we want to just focus on the main metrics that actually move the needle. So when we extract a report from Klaviyo, we want it to just focus on the key metrics that we can track month to month and that we can make decisions on quickly. So this is how we use reporting. So we focus on clarity over guesswork. We want to know exactly which campaigns, flows, and list growth strategies are actually driving sales. We want to spot quick wins so we can see where our open rates, click-through rates, or conversion rates are dropping and fix them before they hurt our revenue. We want to double down on winners so we can identify the automations and segments that are delivering the highest ROI. And this helps us with long-term growth. So we can use trends month over month, plan our content, offers, and list building strategies. So as you can see, without reporting, it's just a chaotic mess. We have chaotic metrics, missed opportunities, way more reactive with our decisions, and we just don't know what's going on. But with the right reporting, we have clear metrics, we can make proactive improvements and have steady revenue growth month on month. So again, the goal here is to make reporting consistent, scalable, and actionable so you can start making better decisions without guessing. So now I'm going to show you guys how we get this report. So I've got step-by-step instructions here and I'm going to show you guys how I extract this on Klaviyo. Now there is a quick caveat here to get this report. You can only access this report if your Klaviyo account is attached to a Klaviyo partner. So if you're currently working with an agency or freelancer, that should be pretty easy. But if you're not working with anyone and you're just handling your emails yourself, just shoot me a quick email and I can add you to my Klaviyo partner so then you can start generating this report. This is by far the most helpful report that we use monthly for our 7- to 9-figure ecom clients. So I highly recommend you to use this specific report. So if you're not attached to a Klaviyo partner, just either shoot me an email or book in a call using the link in the description below, and then I can set you up so you can start getting this reporting completely free of charge. So with that being said, I'm going to share my Klaviyo dashboard and I'm going to show you how I get this report. All right, so here we are on Klaviyo and you'll notice that this is not the normal Klaviyo dashboard. This is a different link. So I will link this in the description below. So click on that link in the description and it'll take you to this page. Now, as I mentioned, you need to be working with a Klaviyo partner for this to be possible. So if you're not currently working with one, just this is my email. I'll also add it to the description below. But yeah, shoot me an email and I can get you set up pretty quickly. So once you're set up, this is what the link will look like. So the first thing that we want to do is change the reporting interval to monthly so we can get a monthly report. And then you want to select whichever month you are trying to get a report for. So as mentioned, we do this every single month for our clients. So at the end of the month, we extract a report for the full month that just passed. So let's say July 2025, change the conversion metrics to Shopify placed order. If you're not using Shopify, just make sure it's placed order for whatever platform that you use. So I'm going to click placed order and that's what it looks like. And then currency symbol, I'll keep the way that it is. And then I click generate files at the bottom and it's going to send an email to me with the report that I'm looking for. So this is what the report looks like. I'll quickly go through it. It starts with a performance summary, goes to a channel deep dive, flow performance, segment performance, and then some resources at the end. So I'll quickly breeze through what this looks like. So at the start, you can see the sales that your brand drove in the month. So you can see this brand did $874,000 in the last month. 293 came from Klaviyo, which is about 34%. And then it shows comparisons. And then we have a breakdown of what the total active profiles, email recipients, and SMS recipients look like. Next, it goes to benchmark. So it shows our best performing metrics and our worst performing metrics. And it compares us to other brands that are similar to us. So for example, for this one, it says our unsubscribe rate in our email flows is poor. So we have a lot of people unsubscribing. So in the next month, we can focus on strategies to try to improve our unsubscribe rate in just our emails, and so on. Then we have a channel deep dive. So it goes through in much more detail for our campaigns and flows. So it shows us our revenue, recipients, open rates, unique opens, and so on. And it also compares how we performed during our previous period. And next to it, it shows us whether we performed better or worse than last month. So for example, we can see we had a drop in open rate by 1% and a substantial increase in campaign revenue by over 86% from the previous month. So this lets us have a look at all of our key metrics at a glance, which is very very, very helpful. Then it goes through our email performance over time, so we can see how the brand has been performing over the last year. We have SMS performance with the key metrics that we want to look at, and then the same performance over time for our SMS as well. And then it goes through flow performance on an even deeper level, so we can see which flows performed well and which ones are underperforming. And then the report goes through segment performance, so we can see how each of our segments are performing and how they're comparing to previous periods. And then it also shows us which segments have the highest open rate and click rate. And then the report ends off with some resources. I won't spend much time going through that. It's pretty self-explanatory, but yeah, I hope that helps. So yeah, this is pretty much the report that we use every single month to understand the metrics and performance for every single one of our clients. So I hope that helps. Thank you so much for making it this far. I really appreciate your time. I make videos like this every single week. So if this video was helpful to you, please consider subscribing. It goes a very long way for our channel. Thanks so much again. I'll see you guys in the next video.